There are 4 reasons that people slice the ball that you have never heard of. And if you're a slicer, I guarantee that you commit at least 2 of these mistakes. So you're going to want to watch to the end of the video so that you can identify all 4 crucial mistakes that slicers make, and then you could look at your own swing to identify which 2, maybe even 3 of these mistakes you're making. So let's get right into it. The first mistake people make is in their setup. I see so many golfers will set up with their club, and to get their trail hand underneath their lead hand, what they'll do is they'll reach around. When they reach around to get that hand under there, they end up opening up their shoulders. I'll show you from this angle. If I reach around, my shoulders open up. So now my shoulders are pointing that direction. I have no hope but to come from the outside in. If my face is open a little bit, big slice. If I do happen to get it closed in time, I'm pulling that ball way over there. I'll show you from this direction. The reach around opens up the shoulders. What I see a lot of people do to try to compensate for their slice, they've already got the open shoulders, then they open up their body even more, thinking that that's going to help them pull that club around and get rid of that slice. All that does is accentuate the slice. So the way to deal with fixing your setup in the Your Simple Golf Swing method, what I teach is I teach that after you've taken your measurement, you've got your lead hand on the club, instead of reaching around to get that trail hand underneath the lead hand, what you're going to do is you're going to simply kick this trail knee in just a little bit. That will lower the right shoulder, and now you'll be able to reach under that lead hand without any problem and without opening your shoulders. Let me show you from this angle. Take our measurement, kick that in, lowers that shoulder, hand goes right under there, and my shoulders stay parallel to the target line. Let me do it from this angle. Here's the reach around. See how the shoulders open? Here's the kick, the shoulder drop, and the hand goes under nice and comfortably. Another benefit to doing it that way is that you get that little bit of a shoulder lean, which is prime for hitting up on the ball on your driver. Now the second reason that people slice, and this is a biggie, I see all slicers do this, is the independent movement of the lead arm. In the Your Simple Golf Swing method, we teach a very passive lead arm. When you get to the top of your swing, your body needs to lead the swing. Your body will take your lead arm and it will pull it down. What so many slicers do is, especially with men, they're big and strong in their arms and their shoulders and their upper body. So what they try to do is they try to get more out of their ball by swinging with their arms, okay? You can't swing with your arms. You have to use the body. What you want to do when you get to the top of the swing, you've done your weight shift, you've shifted over to the trail side, and then when you come forward, it has to be a slide in a turn. That slide in that turn will pull that lead arm down, and it'll help you whip through the ball. Watch another thing that happens automatically when you do this. When you get loaded up and you start that weight shift and that turn, it drops this club down into the inside, so it comes inside out, which is perfect for hitting a draw or even hitting a straight shot. So make sure you don't have independent movement with your lead arm. The only arm movement that's happening in the Your Simple Golf Swing method is what's going on with your trail arm. And your trail arm isn't pushing everything forward. All it's doing is when you come down, this arm is folded and it unfolds down into impact. It's not pushing that club, it's being pulled down. You'll see that weight shift pulls that elbow down into the side, and then you're straightening that elbow out, okay? The next reason that people, or the third reason people slice, is very much like the independent movement of the lead arm, and that's shoulders, swinging with the shoulders and the chest. A lot of slicers will do that, and what that does If you swing with your shoulders and you have a passive lower body, you're going to come, it's going to throw the club out and in, and that's a slicer's move. So no independent movement with the shoulders. And then the final reason that people tend to slice the ball is not being disciplined with your head. It's okay in the backswing if your head comes off the ball a little bit. Your ball can go all the way almost to being over your trail foot. But when you come down through, you have to make sure it's the hips, your center of gravity that is being thrown at the ball. Your head must stay behind the ball. Work on drills that help you come down with the head behind the ball. You want this hip turned. You want to feel like you're hitting off your right side or your trail side. For lefties, your head must stay behind the ball. If your head doesn't stay behind the ball, if you're one of those people that sway this way and then sway that way, what's going to happen is your club head is going to come through late. It's not going to have time to close. That's going to cause you to push or slice the ball. So those are the 4 main culprits for a slice. Take a look. I guarantee you're doing at least 2 of those things.